Hello, Brother Monroe here. Welcome back to Ultimate Admiral Dreadnoughts and to the Greek campaign, where first item on the agenda today is to get all of our battleships refitted with the new Mark V 15-inch guns. And then we need to start preparing for the next potential war, which I think will be against Italy. They're no longer allied with anybody. We could go to war with the United States. The only problem is we don't really have a large enough fleet to invade their core territories, apart from Maine, perhaps. So we're not really able to get very much out of that. I mean, we will do it at some point, probably, but yeah, I'd prefer to go against Italy and just clean them up, because they've only got 3 provinces, right? No, they've got 10. 10? Oh, of course, they own this, which we also want. Yes, so Italy is much more important. But, yes, ships. So, let's go by battleship. It'll also give me a chance to clean all this up. So, let's start with the Lemnos. There we go. Right. Down to the bottom, upgrade all guns, and then we'll fix whatever issues we've got. Gen 3 radar, Auto 2 loaders, they can get triple base. Pretty sure I don't have any other techs that I haven't unlocked. We could change their torpedo protection, but we'll come back to that. Bottom 2, full oil, and then let's go diesel electric auxiliary system. The guns all fit without me moving them. That's perfect. What I need to consider now is the engine setup. So currently we have a cost of 500 million and we're at 98% displacement. We could go with diesels, which is heavier and more expensive, so not diesels. Or we could go with gas turbine, which is cheaper and lighter. So a gas turbine it is. Right, what to do with the what to do with that 3% remaining displacement? Well, her deck armor isn't great anymore, is it? So she could use with a tune-up in that department. Probably 1.5, 4.5 deck. It's currently 3-inch. Probably want a little bit more than that. Maybe 5. We'll leave her layers the same. Potentially a bit more range, but that would be very heavy. Could we juice these a bit? Say 2.5, so just a little bit extra on the inside of the inner belt. Not a lot, but it does help. 2-month refit, 500 million each. These will be coming out at. Very nice, very capable ship. They have been an incredibly successful design, I would say. Just hugely long careers. Because I'm trying to think when the originals were built in what, 1918? Something like that? I'll check it in a minute. So, go by name, Lemnos. So, original 1912. Bloody hell. 1912. And then they changed to triple layout. And then updated and then updated again. What about costs, actually? Yeah, they don't balloon in cost that much. Very interesting. Okay, that's well, it doesn't push me all the way to the end. I've still got 181 minus 147, 34,000 tons or so. Do we have anything in that range that needs a refit? And I only have one of them. Yes, Samos. Okay, let's do Samos at the same time then. Gun upgrades. A turret doesn't fit. Turret doesn't fit either. Does now. The rest are fine, despite what it says. Let's go for the same upgrade here for 3.1, 2.5. Same deck upgrade. This is primarily an improvement to the guns. So, steam, 851 and 99%. Diesel's absolutely not. Gas. Oh, gotta be gas. Look at that. Lovely. Very nice. You could even get your anti-torp upgraded for that. Oh yeah, I should probably have done the turret tops on the Lemnos, but never mind. We could fix their barbette armor, which was a bit of a compromise. Still going to go minimum range. I do tend to have my battleships operating in task forces where the range doesn't really matter that much. Yeah, that'll do. That'll do nicely. Cool. Well, it'll take a few turns to get them done and refitted, and then we'll move on to the next set of ships. But that is the older 15-inch ships getting an upgrade first, which I think is probably the right way to do it. So let's get Samos refitted. Can look at her design history as well. So 1921, first ship, and then change the triples in the 20s, and then just kind of incremental upgrades. But yeah, not hugely inflated costs as we go. Very nice. Very nice indeed. Right, we'll get those done, and I'll see you in, well, a couple of months, probably. Right, welcome back. Just Samos currently in refit, so the Lemnos are finished. Kedsonis is about 9 months away from being finished as well, but that's good. So the next battleship to do... can't read my own thing. Would be this one, right? The Catos, of which there are 2. Yes, and then it's doing the battle cruisers. Cool, because yeah, I think getting the battleships done first is going to be more beneficial. Upgrade both. Fit all the fancy new gubbins. So, steam, we're overweight and we're at 1.8 billion. On a diesel, we're overweight and at 2 billion. And on a gas turbine, we're overweight at 1.8. 5618 versus 5413, and this is 1.878. And this is slightly cheaper. Let's go with gas. This means that we're effectively switching our capital ships to Cod lag? Yeah, Cod lag. Combined diesel electric. No, it's Cod log. Combined diesel electric or gas. Right. Some parts are badly placed. No, they ain't. Aha! There we go. Sometimes it takes a while for the game to realise what's going on. Just this 7-inch gun needing a bit of finagling. 7-inch guns are too big. That's a problem I'm running into. Options. Well, why don't we replace them with the 5.5 quads that we developed for the 18-inch ships, which would be a dual-purpose mount, because we know that these work pretty darn well. Though, oh yeah, because they're 5s at the moment. 5.5. There goes the machine. 5.5, 60 caliber, perfect for shooting down destroyers, and if we make them dual-purpose mounts, that'll be fine too. They'll want some armour. Speaking of armour, they already have a 5-inch main deck. I don't have too much weight to play around with, but yeah, I do think. Well, should probably up it as we have with the other ships. This can come down slightly. It's not as important. There we go. This one is, or these two, sorry, are going to take a little bit longer to refit. Just a little bit longer. Not a lot. These are also our long-range battleships. That's nice. But these are very, very nasty ships, I think. Yeah. Okay. Well, I'll put those two through, and yeah, I think that'll probably push me to the end of the thing. That's the machine. If you are not a long time viewer of the channel, you may not know what the machine is. My computer is next to the washing machine. Very convenient placement. There is very little soundproofing between me and the washing machine, and the washing machine is very loud. That is it going onto a spin cycle. Yes, I have thingy, like software nonsense to get rid of it. It's difficult. Anyway, oh, I went over. Damn it. Let's suspend one of them, and we'll juggle it. Okay, welcome back again. Money, by the way, is going potty, so I'm going to do what I normally do and keep that just at full, so I don't have to worry about it. And keep, oh, I can almost keep that at full as well, actually. In fact, let's do it, because I am actually, you just max all the sliders, and then I never have to think about them again. Right. Yes, next set of refits. So, I think we have now done all of the battleships. Yes, we have. So, we will eventually have 4 classes of ships on the battleships in service. We have the Lemnos and the Samos, which are very similar types of ships. So, we've got our slightly slower kind of 15-inch ships. Well, mind you that, yeah, basically we have the 15-inch ships, and then we'll have the 18-inch ship. That's the main ships. That's the main difference. And then, of course, we've got the battle cruisers, which is what I need to have a look at now. So we've got the 2 surviving Aspis class. Do them next. I could continue to muck about, but I'm going to assume that Codlog is going to be our capital ship setup going forward. Radar laid guns as well. Very, very nice. Yeah, upgrading the deck armor though is going to be trickier on the battle cruisers. Much trickier. So I think instead what I'm going to do then is rely on their layers. Because yeah, I don't. Oh, I'm going to have to rearrange the forward turrets as well. Oh, 9 tons. There we go. Yeah, so they're not going to be as heavily protected. It's just the way of it, unfortunately. But still going to be very, very useful ships. So that's the Aspis done. Good. And then if I queue that up. What do we have left in the tank? Okay, about 50,000. Sure. We can manage that, as there's only one of these. And that'll be all the battle cruisers, right? Yeah, we only have 3. I believe. Yeah, we only have the 3. So that'll be all of them refitted as well. Cool. Cool. This is shaping up to be 3 squadrons. Lemnos, Samos, the Cato, and the Catos. The 3 battle cruisers. And the Tombazis, once they're finished. And I will probably build more of them. Because we're going to need more of them. Okay, that's interesting. That's interesting. That means I can maybe rearrange where ships are based a little bit. I'll have to have a look at that. Refit. Yes, please. Press the button. And then do the components. Lovely. You do have a little bit of weight remaining. Nothing is complaining. We could try and up their range a bit, actually, given that they are a battle cruiser. And I tend to fight slightly differently with battle cruisers. I'm slightly more likely to leave them in port. Rather than have them sailing around, although I often do have them sailing around. So I'll go with a little bit of a range increase. I don't know if I can get that belt armor upgrade in though. Oh, we can. And they have a good deck. Let's see what we can get away with in terms of deck armor. Probably not very much, but even if it is a small upgrade, it will help. Not looking very promising, is it? I probably just got right back to where I was. Never mind. Save that. I'll go and I'll clean up all of the... Clean up the ship design list. And then we'll come back and we'll do the initial refit of the new 18-inch arm ships. And we'll get everything hunky-dory and ready to look at, well, whatever we need next, I guess. All right, welcome back. I just got the the 18-inch Mark V. So we could probably take this off if I wanted to, but I might as well just keep that on and finish out all the gun stuff. I don't think this is a particularly interesting one, is it? Nah, not really. Right. Let us make a refit of this. We're also going to copy it so that we can keep building more, because I do think we need more of these ships. Probably as many as 5. So we've got the 3 originals, and then we'll have 3 Mark IIs. Not that there's a lot to change. It's just the Mark V gun instead of the Mark IV. Gen 3 radar layers instead of Mark IIs. Modern 2 armor instead of Modern 1. But the big change is, of course, they are also going to use Codlock. Lovely. And anything else that I forgot with them, which I don't think I did, because the video is live and people have commented and they have had time to tell me if I made any stupid boo-boos. So yeah, a 3-month improvement to the ship. That's simple enough to do. It does push their price up a bit, but such is life. Yeah, I don't think there's... I seriously doubt I can fit a triple hull on. Yeah, so I don't think there's anything else I can really... fiddle with. So we'll save that. They get a nice little upgrade. And yeah, we will copy wait for the game to take a million years to do this. Just the game gets much slower and there's lots of designs. And it's going to be the Titan class, of course. Save and go back. Right, that means I can only refit one of them right now. We're going to get one of these under construction. Because I can probably only build these in series. And then I'm going to have a think about how I'm going to distribute the fleet. Oh, okay. Interesting news. I was just about to say I have interesting news anyway. But Italy. We're now at war with Italy. Yes, you can have some destroyers. Good. So, where are the fleets? So, the 18-inch ships are here in Constantinople, or will be when they are done. I can probably get another one under construction, actually. This is going to be the... And I will double check the spelling of that, because my spelling is not very good, but I think that's mostly right. Now, the Italians do have ships. Not sure where those ships are, but they do have them. So we're going to send the battleships out. And, well, for now, we're going to combine. We're going to send this squadron down as well to join them over here. So the 15-inch ships are here in the Adriatic. The 18-inch ships are here in Constantinople. The battle cruisers are up here in Hamburg. Which, interestingly, is where the Italian fleet is. So they're going to sit in port, and we are going to swap everybody to sea control. And we're going to see what happens. Because I'd love to snipe at them rather than just going in with all 3 battle cruisers against them. But I can. What I'd love to do is, by starting a naval invasion here, is tempt their fleet to come sailing all the way around here. And then we just destroy them. They're only at war with us right now. They have no allies. So, should be good, right? Interesting. They've launched a naval invasion of Western Germany, which I don't think they have the tonnage to do. So I don't actually have to worry about that. But that does tell me that their fleet, I think, is right here. So let's see if we can just literally just sail up and engage it. Because if we can eliminate their fleet, they're going to have a hard time. We're also blockading them currently, which is hilarious. Sure enough, we do catch the fleet. Their fleet is actually here. I don't know why the battle spawned here, because my fleet is also ordered them just to come down here and deal with this. So, we have the Dante Alighieri, 60,000 tons, 1.6 billion, 28 knots, 6 18-inch guns, green crew, armour's not quite up with the modern standards, and the San Giovanni class battlecruiser with a cadet crew, also 18-inch guns. We don't have any 18s. Jesus. We're running the 15s here. Oh no, we do have 18s. Right? Yes, we do. We have Tombazis and we have Katsonis. So, yeah, very much a battle in our favour, I feel. And, yeah, this is, I think, the entire Italian fleet, which they've nicely grouped up together. So we should be able to just blow it up. And then conquer the former Italian Empire. I have had a thought about what needs to happen in terms of ships. So I think all of our cruisers and all of our destroyers, all of our smaller ships, all need refits. But I'm going to say that for the next episode, because there's a lot of refits in one episode otherwise. And I think we probably need to do just what we did with the new battleships, is create copies of some of those refits, because I quite like the designs I have. I don't feel a particular need to have more. Let's go 6 and 6. Oh, enemy in sight straight away. 18-inch Mark 3s. Ooh, we have 18-inch Mark 5s. That's good armour, though. 18-inch main belt. I don't hate those. They even look pretty decent. There's only one of them, though. Let's have a look at the battle cruiser. I like this one a lot less. But 12-inch guns with 12-inch belt with an 18-inch main gun makes me very nervous. Oh, gas turbines, fancy, fancy, fancy pants. We are a million miles away, so let's get in there. Here's our own ship with the 18s. Yes. What's the comparative range of our 18-inch guns? Ours can shoot out to 45 kilometers, and I can't see theirs because they're smoking. And they can shoot out to 25. So we have a very big range advantage. In fact, we're probably going to start firing in a minute. So, in preparation, we will turn the ships. Yep, there we go. 18-inch guns being fired in anger. Oh. Yes. Not quite what I intended when I built them. That they would be... Hang on. A turret is acting weirdly. See, this is why actually getting your ships out is a good idea. Because look, this, I think, is stuck. Well, that's an issue, but we can fix that. No problem. Right, let's have a look at the other ships and check we don't have any other issues. They're fine. Obviously not fine. Looks fine. Yeah, they're also suffering from it. They're fine. And they're fine. So, issues with a turret. Right, battleships. Deal with battleship things. Oh, I mean, you can obliterate a light cruiser, I suppose. But we have our own cruisers for a reason. Damage. Forward deck pen on the Dante Alighieri. Took out their main tower repeatedly. Range on your torpedoes 12. Okay. That was a main deck penetration there. They have taken incredibly heavy damage. This is super accurate gunnery, thanks to those new radar rangefinders. That problem with A turret will be present in the Titan copies, so I will fix that. I'll do all that off camera because it's just annoying. Oh, getting absolutely savage. Ship's basically broken in half at this point. And gone. Right, capital ships, the San Giovanni, please. Punching through the main deck. Cause a lot of damage. Yeah, just getting chunked. Destroyer getting annihilated. Now going to San Giovanni. Good. Well, you can free fire on the rest. Which is probably going to look pretty horrific. That was a 10-inch hit as well on that destroyer. My word. Yikes. That is mildly horrific. How quickly the smaller ships are going down. Oh, hello. We have some cheeky torpedoes getting launched. Saw one ship get a hit. Yeah, a couple of hits. It's on the cruisers, though. That's kind of what they're there for. And with how quickly the light ships are going down, huge, running almost directly into another one. Good grief. Oh, wait, the torpedo. Oh, yeah, idiots. Still, I think terrible torpedo avoidance aside, don't think they are going to have much of a fleet left in a minute. I think these torpedoes are coming out from the light cruisers. Nope. I just got sufficiently close. Remarkably little damage to my ships from those torpedoes as well. And I've just shrugged it off. Oh, those destroyers getting absolutely wrecked. And there we go. Goodbye, Italian fleet. We hardly knew you. Right, so off camera I will fix the issues with the 18-inch armed battleships, and I will probably continue to do some invading and see if we can't wrap the Italians up. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you again soon for some more Ultimate Admiral Dreadnoughts. Bye for now.